So Matt, tell us what Kamcord does and why it's unique.
Sure, yeah. So we were the first company in the world to build this really unique technology that allows users to record and share their mobile gameplay.
Okay, so why is that important?
That's important because if you're a gamer, gaming is basically like a mental vacation, right? And the problem is that when you're on vacation, you typically bring a camera with you to remember those moments. And as a gamer, you want to remember your moments too, your high scores, the funny things you've done, and be able to share that to other people that are playing the same games as you. And on the mobile side of things, no one had built this technology, and we had seen it grow tremendously on desktop and even for console gaming.
Okay. Now, how many users do you have?
So we currently reach over 10 million gamers per month.
Oh, that's a lot. And where are they?
They're all across the globe. Right now, primarily in North America and Europe, but we're already starting to see an uptick in traffic in Asia.
Okay. So what markets are you focusing on in Asia?
Well, in the last few months, we've been to China, Japan, and Korea. So we're focusing right now on CJK in Asia in particular, and learning about those markets, meeting with game developers, understanding the pain points that they have, and also learning about where users would want to share their videos, because certain networks exist or don't exist in different countries.
Okay. Now, do you have patents for your technology?
We haven't filed any patents.
Okay. Are you planning to?
Perhaps in the future. Right now, we're just really focused on making developers and users happy.
Okay. How are you getting the word out about your company and its technology?
Sure. Many different avenues. One that we've been pursuing actively is meeting with developers face to face at conferences, and then also just traveling and booking several meetings. So that's one approach. But we also have thousands of developers have signed up on Kamcord.com and start downloading and using the technology overnight.
Is there a charge for it?
No, we give away our technology for free.
Okay, so right now you're building mass.
That's right. Yeah, we're focused on really building the technology and getting it adopted into games, and building up a user base over time.
Do you have partnerships?
Yeah, we actually just recently announced a partnership with Epic Games. It's a really well-known gaming company, and they build the Unreal Engine. So we're now an integrated partner for the Unreal Engine, and we're really proud of that, because I think there's only about 25 companies in that program, and some of those companies include Intel, Natural Motion, which was just acquired by Zynga, and Oculus, which just secured a really large investment from Idris and others.
Okay. So what's your background? How did you get into this?
Well, my background is I went to school with my co-founders at MIT. We all interned together at Google in 2007. I then worked at Google for 4 years as a product manager. And basically the three of us started talking about building a company together. And I have always been a gamer since I was maybe about 4 or 5. So it's been something that I've been around for over 2 decades. And right when my co-founder came up with the idea, it immediately resonated for me, because I really I've played games. Everyone has that moment where something amazing happens. You want to share it out. You want to show it off to other people.
All right. So it came out of sort of a personal use and interest from the founders. That's supposed to be a really good way to start up a company, is seeing the use yourself and then inventing it.
Yeah, I think the best products, if you look at, for example, Dropbox, Drew Houston, who we went to school with, he had some problems with file storage online, and was frustrated with the other solutions, and decided to build his own. And I think the best services, the co-founders or the CEO, come up with, identify a problem that frustrates them, and they decide to sort of scratch their own back by building the solution.
All right. So are you, how do you feel about the attraction of the company so far?
I mean, it has far exceeded our expectations. We really didn't know, what to expect when we first built this technology. And from day one, developers have been very, very positive and encourage us, to continue to build out the technology and add more features. And we've really just been working really, really hard to add more game engine support, supporting Android, and just continuing to launch more and more features.
I see. Has Google been a help at all?
Yeah, they have actually. So I've know some folks that work on the Android team, and they're very supportive of the mobile gaming ecosystem, because it's such a large part of mobile. What a lot of people don't realize is that mobile games makes up 72% of mobile app revenue. So when you talk about mobile, if you're not talking about gaming, you're really not talking about mobile, right? You're just talking about a quarter of the market. So mobile gaming is where a lot of the money is being spent on within mobile apps. And furthermore, the amount of time that people spend playing games is amazing. On the iPhone, 32% of the time spent is spent gaming. On the iPad, it's closer to 2/3 of the time spent. So people are spending not only a lot of money, but also a lot of time within games. And Google fully acknowledges that, and has been very, very supportive of the ecosystem.
Okay. How much time do you have these days for gaming yourself?
I typically game when I'm on a long flight, because I'm not connected to the internet. I don't have as much time. I don't have the ability to read email and all these other things. So it's actually a good sort of time to play some games that are integrated with our technology, and a good time to just kind of go back to my roots when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay. Now you've raised some venture capital finance. And what was the strategy in raising venture capital finance, and who are your investors, and how are they helping you out?
Sure. So we've raised $2.5 million from a variety of sources, including Andreessen Horowitz, Google Ventures, Tencent, Innovation Works, Maris Capital, Digital Garage, and our strategy really was to raise money from folks that understand gaming, folks that can help us expand our company globally, and are also very friendly to first-time entrepreneurs, folks that are going to make mistakes, are going to have their struggles, and are there through the good and the bad.
Okay. So who's on your board then?
The board consists of the 3 founders.
Oh, really? So you don't have any of the venture investors on your board then?
That's right. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. That's a little unusual.
Typically for seed rounds nowadays, it is not a strict requirement to give up a board seat to investors.
Okay.
And I think this is actually a good thing, because what it allows, we sort of view board seats as like marriage in a way, and so I think it's actually a good opportunity for us to get to know the investors over more time, because when you're fundraising, it's such an intense, very sort of in and out time, and it's hard to build a deep relationship with someone and understand how they think and who they know in the market and those kinds of things.
Right.
So when we get to that point, we now have a better idea of who's been able to add value to our company over the last roughly year and a half since we raised the seed round.
How about Tencent?
Tencent's been fantastic. We've worked with a wide variety of folks, and they've been very, very supportive.
Okay. So what's the direction of this company then? What's your long-term objective?
Yeah, our goal with the company is that we started with this technology which is really interesting and no one else had really built in the market, and longer term, I think there's a huge opportunity to build a place where people can go to watch all of this content. We now have over 2.5 million videos shared using Kamcord, and that's just continues to grow really, really quickly. And so there needs to be a place where you can go to search and filter and watch videos from different people and games and all of those different things. And we plan to build that. Okay.
Are you making money yet?
We're right now not focused on revenue, but we have a very interesting business model that we haven't yet announced. But we are certainly excited to start rolling out some things in the future.
Okay.